There we go. I know. Yeah. Chase got new pads. Yeah. So white. Oh wow. Got those last weekend, so they're barely broken in. Like at school, but like 2 weeks ago now, he went to stop the shop, but that didn't his glove right. So, like they knew he was needing new, so he was going to get it over Thanksgiving, and he goes home. Yeah, his mom and aunt drove in. Yeah, we're just outside of Minneapolis, like 30 minutes. So was it closer LA the year before that? Yeah. I always got that big stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Everybody playing really well. Pistons, yeah, they're best in the basketball right now. And again, they're missing their starting lineup for a while. Yeah. Am I in your way? Not at all. Nope. Yeah, I don't have Paul here to explain. Yeah, it is good to see the Wings actually winning early for once. Yeah. You can't make the playoffs this early, but you certainly can take yourself out of them. It's pretty sad that you can't make the playoffs. Yeah. But think about that when you make half the league does. I mean, they're on year 7 of the Iser plan now and still haven't made the playoffs. Yeah, that's the bare minimum of what, just make the playoffs. Give yourself a chance. That's a favorite. I remember when they got him back, I was out of it, like, yeah, they're going close. Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long. Yeah, it's been 7 years. All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Southside Ice Arena. Fox, first game of the weekend, takes on OJG. Theirs. Yeah. Starting lineup's going to be Mason Martin in net, Jack Langen, Andrew Kochoff at D, Dale Thorrington, Mason Hart, Jake Taya at forward. Face off, 1 to OJG. Dale on the forecheck, D to D, through the middle, picked off by Langen. Langen with it, takes a look, regroups, pulls it out, D side to Andrew. Andrew exits up, nope, spins back, over to Kale. Kale on the boards, throws one ahead, misses Hart. Icing's waved off. Behind the board, chipped up, that's in the netting whistle. Offensive zone draw. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Fink, and Coops. No running again for this game. So Granville will play D. 10 forwards. Face off, one by OJG. Behind the net, D to D connects. Near side now. Through the middle, misses. Icing arm is up. Mason's going to have to play it though. Coops behind the net. Oh, Coops goes down hard. Behind the net, Ryan steals the body. Gets help from Adams. And now Fink. Fink pokes it ahead to Adams. Adams through the middle to Dylan. Dylan exits, chips in deep. Behind the D. Dylan ties the puck up with it. Slides to Ryan. Ryan on the goal line. Chips behind the net. Ryan tied up. Cycles it to himself. Takes a hit. Gets help from Ryder. Ryder pulls this out. Tries to go up the wall. Taken away by OJG. Penny in. Swipes this down low. Cut off by OJG. Out of the zone to Parker. Parker slides it to Jack. Granville's got Kai through the middle. Misses him. Puck picked off by Ball. Kai slow to get up. Offside spots. No, offside. Delayed offsides, yeah. Kai off, day on. Ball in to take the draw. Wins this. OJG takes it, though. To the point. Shot through. Never makes it. Loose in the crease. That's in. Langen and Crochaw, Dorrington, Hartz, and Taya. Not the start Fox wanted there. Face off, one forward. OJG throws in deep. Martin out to play it. Leaves it for Crochaw. He bats it around for Kale. Kale off the glass. Glove down. Hartz with a hit. In deep. Langen takes this away. He's got Kale up ahead. Throws it. Kale in. Shoots. Oh, wide. Crochaw throws this back down deep. Through the middle, hit by Hartz, and Taya pulls this off the board. Comes to the middle, Kale pokes this along, gloved up in the air, batted down, loose on the side of the net, OJG with it. Pulled him out by Andrew, chipped through the middle, Crochalk on it. Andrew enters with Kale, poked away from him. Andrew still with it, turns in, moves it to Ryan. Ryan drives the middle. Ryan shoots, scores! Yeah. Takes off one by OJG. In deep. Dylan gets a stick on this, turns him over. OJG with it now. Behind the net, taken by Adams. Poked back in deep. Ryan gives chase. Ryan's the first one there.
Centers one to Dylan. Dylan taking off his puck on three to Coops. Coops in the middle shot. Saved, loose, covered. Face off, tied up. Dylan on him. Up to the feint. Walks the blue line. Sends one through. That's blocked out of the zone. Thanks the first one there. Picks this up. Slides it off the boards. Ryan tips through the middle. Dylan's not going to get there. OJG with it. Through the middle. Ryan with it. Takes him down. Ryan after the puck with it. Centers one. Nobody home. OJG with it now. Far side. Pass in front of the net. D to D. Through the middle. Misses. Icing. Penny's line out now with Duraney and Granville. Picks up one. Kai moves this up to Parker. Drops for Kai. That's out of the zone. Ball in to take this draw. OJG with it. They poke it out to Parker though. Sends this in cross ice near side corner. Behind the net, Kai gets chase. OJG breaks this out. Penny with a stick lift. Puck with the on Kai stick. Taken away by OJG. Behind the net. Now far side chip through the middle. Penny and ball take this away. Ball middle shot blocked into the corner. Penny ties this up. Puck flipped over the boards, or over Kai off the boards rather. JG picks this up in front of Mason. Tight turn. Pushes it ahead to himself. Backhands one through the middle. Bounces to Penny. Penny through the middle. Kai. Kai rips in deep on net. Side of the net. Box changes. Thornton, Day, Hart. OJG with it. Through the middle. Icing. They have one along the boards. Up to the point. Langen gloves this down. Backhands along for Kale. He lifts the stick. Puck in deep. Hartz reverses it for Kale. Kale centers one. Hartz with a look at it. Couldn't find it all. Glove down by Kale. Along the boards. Kale gets up from Day. Kale loses this. OJG exits with it. Chipped in around Langen. Pro chalks the first one there. Rims it around for Day. Day. Around one. Goes it to the middle. Hart can't get there. Puck top three to Andrew. Andrew regroups. Over to Langen. Langen's got Kale near side. Kale chips off the boards for Hartz. Doesn't quite get there. Puck bounces out of the zone. OJG with it. Regroups through the middle. Dylan with the hit. Andrew throws this free. Box changes. Dylan's line out now with Hoops and Fink. OJG near side. Hits a stick out of the zone. Offsides. Yeah. Dylan gets this to Fink, red line deep. Goalie stops this. Adams with knocks this down, gets taken down, puck pop free past Ryan. OJG 2-on-2. 2 to feet, poked away, offside. Face off in front of the box bench. Lakefield, Adams, Toysher, Fink, Coops. Tied up in the feet. Ryan moves this all the way back to Mason. Sets it up, moves it pink. Behind the net, Jack with it. D to Coop. Post up through the middle, hits Ryan. Ryan skates this out around the D, through the slash. Ryan with it. At the dot, backhands one. Dylan with a shot. Couldn't get the rolling puck. Adams with the hit, slows this down. Now it's chipped out past Parker. Icing arm is up. And called. Penny, Ty, Ball, Molyneux, Brando. It's off. Braxton wins this up to the point. Parker down low for a ball. Ball hits Kai in the middle. Shot. Save. Ball in to take the draw. It's off. Down low. OJG with it. On the net. Tips out through the middle. Randall holds this. Rips it back down deep. Penny on the forecheck. D to D. Cycle behind him. Through the middle. Connects. Hits Ball though. Ball enters the zone now with Penny. Ball goes wide at the goal line, all the way around the net. Takes a look. He's got Jack up top. Hits him. Randall sends one through. Tipped by Kai. Over save. Hart, Centea, Jay, Lang, and Krotrop. It's up in the corner. OJG on it. Move behind the net. Centea steps down. It's up from Day. Pokes past him, though. D to D behind the net now. Off the boards. Corralled by OJG. Langen's the first one there, though. Rims it around hard for Centea. Centea in front of the Fox bench. Takes the hit. Puck pops through to Hart. Taking off his stick. Thrown in deep. Hart, or Martin, rather. Leaves it for Langen. The Harts. Off his stick. Flips to Dylan. Just misses him. Couple of sevens behind the net with it. Dylan gets taken down. OJG with the puck. Dylan with the hit. Gets moved past him. B-side. Dylan with the hit. Ryder on the puck. To the middle, past Ryan, out of the zone. Langen gives chase. Off the board, tipped by OJG in the net. G with it. Off the boards, past Ryder. Dylan picks this up, throws it in deep. Fox touches up. They're about to play it. Sets it up behind the net, rims it around. Chips, held by Fink. Out of the zone now to Coops. Coops off the boards for Adams. Adams in deep. Ryan's first one there. Kicks it free to himself. Ryan with it along the boards. Loses it in his feet. Skates into it now. On his backhand. Poked away. Gets it right back though. In Ryder's feet now. Cycles it right to OJG though. OJG through the middle. Coops on the back check. That taken. OJG with it. Moved in deep. Behind the net. Thanks to Coops. To Kai. Pokes it along. Taken by OJG. Ball with a stick lift goes in deep. OJG near side. D to D now. Far side. In on Fink. Through him. Kai with the stick lift with the puck. Kai takes a look. Skates this up. Flips in deep. Goalie settles this down. Penny, first one there. Rims around past him though. Rainey steps. That poke on him. Kai on the D side. 2-on-2 on Kai and Brenda. Drop pass. Fanned on the shot. Poked ahead to Ball. Ball's got Penny and Kai. 3-on-2. OJG evens up numbers. Ball goes to the middle. Drops it for Duraney. Parker, top of the circle. That shot's deflected into the corner. Kai on it. Kai taking off this puck. Penny Ties him up in the corner. Kai tries to drag it through. Can't. Penny with it though. Centers one. Hart's back in just over the net. Hart's picks up his own miss. Moves it to Kai. Right back to Hart's. Bouncing puck. Mason drops it. Delaney with it. Got through. Save. Hart's and Teo Thornton, Lang and Croton. It's off one, and Teo has his stick tied up. OJG with it behind the net. Through the middle. Hart's. Oh. Hooks away to Hart's. Hart's skates into it. Got Kale drive in the middle. Hart's goes wide. Ran off this puck. OJG cycles in deep. Comes right to Antea. Antea in the slot shot blocked right up into the ceiling and stays up top. Ryan's line out with Andrew and Langen. Offense's own draw. Ryan wins this right into Dylan. Moves up to the point. Langen drops for Dylan. Dylan shot through, goes wide. Long skate for Langen. He's not going to get there. OJG flips this out of the zone. Icing arm was up. It's probably going to be waved off. Yep. Langen picks it up. Tight turn. Chips one ahead for Dylan. OJG gets their first shot fanned on. Folks behind the net. Side of the net. Mason moves this over into the boards. Adams circles back for it. Ryder drops this to Langen. Langen got Dylan up ahead. Splits the deal. Icing. Day, ball, Penny, Hoops, Fink. Face off one. OJG. Hoops gets there though. Ties this up. Penny tries to drag it out. Tied up with the stick. Drops free to Coops. Now ball. Rims it around. Dave's not going to get there. OJG's the first one there. Centers one. Doesn't connect. Ball skates into this. Ball exits with Braxton. Chips around the D. Ball gets chased. Picks it up. Got Penny in the middle. Pass is deflected. Braxton with it behind the net. Turned over. OJG exits. Gets around Day. Coops seals him up. Fink takes the body. Poke free. OJG's going to have to touch up. Hart's with it. Hart's enters the zone. He's got Day with him. That's good play by OJG. Takes this right away from him. Through the middle. Fink chips ahead. OJG on it. Through the middle. Connects. Kale with the hit. Frees this up. And Taya turned over. Puck pops free to Kale. Throws this in deep. Gives chase. Puck poke free. Kale with the hit. Hart's with the puck. Comes to Kale. Soft chip down for Antea. Not going to get there, but he does seal the wall. Rims up. Puck knocked out. I think OJG up there on it near side. Chips out of the zone. Granville with it. He's got Antea far side, but he goes to Duraney. Parker skates this in. Goes wide through the hit. Parker still with it behind the net. Tied up. Gets out from Kale. Kale pokes this. Parker tries to give it back to him. Tied up. Parker on it. Parker knocked off this puck. OJG on it. Fans on it through the middle. Under Kale's stick. Poked away by Granville. Kale gets chased. Doesn't get there. Now he does. Circles out D side with it. Goes to Parker. Parker exits with speed now. Cuts to the middle. Parker. Got Ryan and Dylan. Parker goes wide. Centers one. Ryan tips just wide. Like field to Toysher. Toysher skates it up the board. Backhands one. Just makes it through to Granville. His shot. Tipped by Ryder. Save. Face off one by OJG. Through the middle, that hits off the stick. Dylan ties us up with that. OJG comes out, hits Ryan's stick in deep. Langen gets chased, has his stick tied up. Still gets there first. Throws it into the corner, gets help from Coach up. Behind the net, Langen muscled off this puck. Gets it back though. Coach up. Through the middle to Lightfield. Oh, offside. Oh, that was close. Yep. Ball, Day, Molyneux, Krochok, Langen. 3:47 left, first period. 1-1 tie. OJG tossed out. Face off one by OJG. D to D, near side. Overskates this, gets it through the middle, though. It's going to be on Mason, so no icing. Drop to Andrew. Andrew, tight turn with it. Ridden off this puck. Help from Langen. Langen with it. Behind the net. Picked off by OJG. Turned over slot. Shot goes wide. Side of the net now. Around Andrew. Backhander taken away by Andrew. Andrew exits with Day and Ty. Ty on it. Turned over. Day moves us in deep. Hart's hard after it. Oh, misses everybody. Mason plays this over to Coop. Coop off the boards. Tail. Flips through the middle. Oh, just missed the touch. Fink cycles to Coops. Coops with it. Comes out for Ty. Oh, it's going to bounce off the boards. Tail gets it. OJG with it. Side of the net. Behind the net now. Tied up. Hart's with it. Through the contact. Down low for Teo. Tries to go back to Hart's. Poked away. Fink throws this in deep. Fox touches up. D to D pass. Chip. Thought about going through the middle. Taken away. Goes off the boards. Fink with the hit. Puck in deep. Batted. Not out of there. And Teo with it. Fink through the middle. Picked off by OJG. Thrown in deep on Mason. Gloves this down. Fink on it. Fink and Teo knocked off this puck. Hits the skate. Shot blocked behind the net. Toyster picks this up. Off the glass. That's going to be an icing. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Parker, Granville. It's off one. Granville off the glass for Ryder. Ryder with Dylan. Chips it ahead. Dylan's got to get there. He does. Dylan centers one. Ryan has his stick lifted. Doesn't get all of it. OJG now with numbers. Durrani picks this off. Doesn't get this out of the zone, though. Through the middle. Hits the stick. Granville with the hit. Parker with the puck. Parker rims around for Dylan. Dylan takes a look. Lets it go for Ryder. Ryder picks this up. One-on-one. Throws the breaks down in the corner. Off the board. Up top for Granville. Granville bouncing puck. He's not going to be able to corral it. OJG on it. Off the boards. Ryder stepped up. Slows it down. Granville backhands this. Out of play. Penny, ball, tie, Langen, Krochok. To Langen to Krochok. So back to Langen. Through the middle. Penny gets the stick on this. Puck in deep. Psycho behind. Easton with the hit. Puck freed up by OJG. Braxton with the hit. Takes this away. Andrew with it now. Andrew pokes ahead. Comes right back to him. Throws it in deep. Ball gets chased. He's not going to get there. OJG on it through the middle. Hits, cracks, and skates. Comes to Kai. Kai in the middle with it. Still with it. Backhands one up to Langen. Langen over to Andrew. 30 seconds left in the period. Andrew sends one through. Tip loose. Comes to Kai. Side of the net. Fanned on it. OJG cycles this right to Langen, though. 20 seconds left. Langen sends one through. Tip by Penny into the corner. Ball's there. 15 seconds. Backhands this along. Not going to make it to Langen. OJG with it. Drags around Langen. Poked away by Jack, though. 5 seconds. Puck in the corner. Andrew with it on a stick. Soft chip ahead to Kai. That's the period. A little bit.
Yeah.
I like so. Yeah. I didn't see the beginner when he went down. Yeah. I think he'll try to stick. Well, hopefully that pisses him off. Gets him fired up. Missing the breakaway, it should. I know that puck wasn't rolling. It probably buries it. Just to get a decent shot. He'll want it back. Yeah.
Start of the second. Martin, Coops, Fink, and Taya Thorrington Hartz. 1-1 tie. Toyster's your goal scorer. They got one forward. OJG on it. Tail with the hit freeze. Ties this up. OJG on it. They'll go near side now. Chip through the middle. Coops, first one in. Coops off the boards, too far for Kale. Picked off by OJG. Thrown in. Mason saves. Fink with the puck. Fink behind the net. Off the boards. Taya doesn't get a stick on this. Put back in the zone by OJG. Glove down near side. Poked away by Fink. And Taya tries to go off the boards. Poked off his stick. Shot goes behind the net. Coops ties him up. Gets help from Kale. And Hartz. OJG with it. Coops plays the body. Ties this up. OJG picks it up. Coops comes out D-side with it now. Coops through the middle. He's hooked down. Hope free. Pulled out of the zone by OJG. Indeed, poke free. OJG on it now. Soft chip. Connects. And on Fink. Fink with the hit. Tail with the hit. Holds this in the corner. Gets help from Coops. Coops pulls this D-side. Puck rimmed out of the zone. OJG poke past Dylan. Through the middle. Tail pokes this away. Ryan on it. Delays. Tosses it in deep. On the net. Adams pokes this to Ryan. Ryan centers one. He's got Dylan in the slot. Rolling puck. Dylan shoots. Scores. OJG with it. Hits Ryder. Goes through Ryan's feet. Backhands it along. Adams flips in deep. Dylan gives chase. Behind the net. OJG with it. Dylan with the hit. Ryder ties it up. Poke past him though. Bouncing puck through the middle. OJG corralled in front of the Fox bench. Goes back to the D. Near side. Tipped in. Out of play. Ball, Molyneux, Penny, Crochalk, Langen. Takes out of center ice. Easton wins this. OJG gets there, though. Crochalk pokes this out of his zone. OJG enters right back in with it. Shot wide. Mason pokes it in the corner. Cycle down low by OJG. Andrews the first one there. Rolling puck. He fans on this. OJG takes it. Cycled in behind him. Ball's the first one there. Throws the brakes on. Gets help from Langen. Tied up in the skates. Andrew comes out with it. Andrew with some space. Through the middle. Hits Kai. Kai's got Penny flashing through the middle. Chips it ahead to him. Penny poked off his stick. Comes to Kai. Kai off the wall. Shot. Saved. Loose. Saved. Bouncing puck through the middle. Andrew pokes this free to Penny. Shot. That's going to hit the netting. Hearts, Day, and Taya, Coops, Sink. You're going to get a penalty here. Cross check on OJG. Box to the power play. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Parker, Andrew. Face off behind the net. OJG on it. Tried to rim it out. Andrew gets a stick on this. Can't hold it in. Moves it over to Ryan at the red line. Ryan rips in hard. Off the glass. Oh, bounces right through the slot. Dylan backhands this for Ryder. Ryder rims it for Ryan. Ryan lets this go up to Parker. Parker drops to Ryan. Ryan down low for Ryder. Centers one. Andrew scores. Yeah. Fink with this now. And Taya, Hart, Day, Fink, Coop. Through the middle, that sits off a stick. And Taya pokes this forward, lifts the stick, drags it in deep. Day after it. He gets there first. Ridden off this puck, right to Taya though. In the middle, Hart shot. Doesn't make it through. Liam with it. Throwing down low. Hart cycles for Taya. Taya tied up. Puck comes to Fink. He sends one through. Hits the defenseman. Goes into the corner. Liam pokes this. Not out. Hart keeps it in. Comes to Taya. Rolls over his stick. Taya drops for Fink. Fink sends one through. Goes wide. Hart picks this up. Kicks it to himself behind the net. Spins with it. Taking off this puck. Chips ahead. Past Day. Taya with the hit. Coops holds it in front of the Fox bench. Kai out with them. Tries to pull it free. Kai pulls it free. Offensive side. Kai with it. Goes behind the net. Knocks it away. 2 on him. Kai corner. Ridden off this puck. Ball gets there. He's got Penny in the middle. Doesn't go that way. Skates it all the way around. To the top. Shot. Hits the skate. Out of the zone. OJG throws this out. Fink picks this up. Throws it in. Offsides. Or icing, rather. What's that? Oh. Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Parker, Granville. Off the glass for Dylan. Dylan beats this out. He's got Ryan trailing. Ryan, one-timer scores. Clean win to Parker. Goes to Granville. Jack, backhand point to Ryder, goes to Ryan. Ryan skates around, rolling puck, drags it in, has that poked away. Dylan takes it out. Dylan with control. To Ryder in the slot shots. Doesn't make it through. Puck rimmed up to Granville. Walks the blue line, takes a shot. Pops through to Ryder. Backhander save. Ryder ridden down hard in the corner. Dylan can't pick this off. OJG exits. Parker pokes this away. Tries to drag in deep. Poked away by Parker again. Soft chip off the glass. Hits the wrap. He had Ryan. OJG centering pass. Doesn't connect. Up to the point. Gets by Ryder. Gets by Granville. On his backhand. Ryan takes this away. Bounces free. Shot through the crease. Granville rides him down. Ryan with the hit too. OJG pulls this out through the middle, connects to the D. Walks down, shot, blocked by Dylan, side of the net. Big rebound comes out. Lift. Kick down. Dylan's going to split the D here. Dylan in by himself. Shot. Toe save. Puck in the corner. Ryder turned over. Thrown through the middle. Duraney gloves this down. Takes a hit. Turned over. Kicked by Langen to Kai. Ahead to Jay. Too far. Through the middle. OJG with it. Pass Day. Pass Kai. Comes to Langen. Langen, red line in deep. Kicked down by OJG. Front of the net. Flipped out of the zone. Glove down. Langen takes it. Backhands it. Still in the zone. Ball skates into it. Throws it down deep. Andrew centers one dangerously. Ball gets there. Langen skates into it. Backhands it to Day. Day turned over. Langen picks this up over to Krochoff. Krochoff to Kai. Drags it in the zone. Kai throws the brakes on. Takes a look. Centers one. That's sticked up into the net. Hartz, Penny, Thornton, Coops, Fink. It's on one of the boards. Kale ties this up. Moves down low. Nobody's there. OJG exits. Coops stuffs this. Pulls it out. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. OJG on it. D to D. Kale gets a stick on this. Slows it down. Puck comes to Fink. Pokes this free through the middle. Kale over to Hartz. Hartz enters with Penny. Hartz over to Penny. Hits the skate. Hartz on it. Centers one. Kale's not going to get there. Fink throws this in. Forced him to throw it in deep to Coops. Coops behind the net. Escapes with it. Got Penny far side. That connects with Braxton. Chip past him. Fink throws this down low. Ryan off the bench. Chases. Nope. Picks his pocket though. Ryan backhands one along for Dylan. Through his feet. OJG on it. With a hit. Puck's in the ref's feet. Pulls this out. Adams. Oh, moved in deep by OJG. Next whistle should be a nice cut. Delaney on it. He's got Dylan up ahead. Parker through the contact. Skates it up over to Ryan. Ryan enters. Backhands one. That hits a OJG skate. Kicks through the middle. Granville steps to Dylan, or rather to Ryan. In deep. No icing. Delaney's the first one there. He's got Dylan. Dylan catches it. Tries to tip for Adams. Taken by OJG. Turned over. Dylan and Ryder. And Ryan. Dylan over to Ryan. Ryan back to Ryder. Save. OJG now with numbers on Durrani and Granville. Poked away by Durrani. Granville slides this over to the board. Gets around Jack. Centering pass. Jack takes this away. On to OJG. They throw this out of the zone. Slowly out to play it. Rims it ahead. Hits Kai. Kai enters the zone. Sends a shot. Saved. Easton. Ridden off this. Penny skates into it. Turned over to OJG. OJG flips through the middle. Krochak gloves this down. Skates in the zone. He's got ball with him. Taking off his stick. Ball. Tries to go to Kai. Poked away. Penny stands him up. OJG exits with it. And on Langen. Langen cuts this off with his skate. Jack through the middle. Nobody home. Off the boards. Easton gets chased. OJG gets there first. Backhands in deep. Martin sets this up for Langen. He's got Penny up ahead. Off the boards. Picked off by OJG. Well read. Enters his own offside. And that will get us to an ice cut. All right, start of the second half here. 7:02 left, second period. Gonna have Penny, Molyneux, Ball, Granville, Deraney. 4-1 game. Sox leading. Face off one. OJG in deep. Ty hard after it. Chipped around him. Pass misses. Comes to the winger. Penny stands him up. Granville holds the line. Tosses it down deep for Ball. Ball in his feet. Backhands one to Kai. Kick through the middle on net. Through the middle. Cut off by Granville in the neutral zone. Jack skates back. Takes a look. Heads up ice now. Red line deep. Up behind the net. Kai goes the long way. Chip past him and Penny. Gathered by the winger. Goes back down low. Chips through the middle. Penny knocks this down out of the zone to Parker. Parker flips this in deep. Goalie out to play it. Penny's offsides. He will touch up. Fox enters the zone. Chipped in deep. Granville, first one there. Backs this back for Ryan. Ryan rims it for Ty. Bouncing puck taken by OJG. Shot hits Ryan's stick into the netting. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Andrew, Jack Langan. Face off, down deep. Langan gets there, gets tied up, kicks along. OJG takes the side of the net, hits Ryan's skate back behind the goal line. Andrew steps down for it, gets help from Teuscher. Tied up. Puck comes free to Ryan. Ryan backhand to Ryder through the middle. Dylan skates into it, overskates it. Tied up, OJG with it. They come through the middle now. D to D. Runs into the wall, runs into Dylan. He's poked in deep though. Mason out to play it. Backhands it along too far for Langan. OJG picks it up. Off the board, kicked off by Ryder. He's got Dylan through the middle. It's going to be too far for him. Dylan skates it to it. Knocks this down. Bottom of the zone though. Chip past Hartz and on Langan. Shot. Mason sucks this up. What's that? Yeah, right. Face off along the boards. Coops tries to get in there. Poke free to Kale. Kale bats this out of the air to Antea. Antea enters the zone. Kale goes to the middle. Shot doesn't make it through. Kale picks this up behind the net. Backhands it for Jake. No, he doesn't. Taken by OJG. Chip past Hartz. Fink rims this in deep. Puck pops free through the middle. OJG on it. D to D. Through the middle, picked off by Antea. Antea's got Hartz and Thornton. Oh, he definitely dragged his foot. No. Ball, Penny, Day, Fink, Coops. Penny gets a stick on this. Behind the net, Braxton, stick lift, tied up. Penny on it. Centers one to Day, has his stick pick, comes to Coops. His shot, blocked just wide. Fink all the way down for it. Gets this to Penny, turns on the goal line, turns back along the boards, tries to go to Fink, gets tied up to Ball. Ball down the wall, behind the net, switching to Costa. Ball throws the brakes on, sends one through, tipped by Day, behind the net. Liam with it behind the net. Spins out of the hit, goes to Braxton, bouncing puck, ball, shot, block, comes back to Easton. Easton up top to Costa. Costa sends a headhunter all the way through. Fink picks it up, other side. Fink tries to drop to Penny, knocked out of the zone. Costa's the first one there. He's got Ryan back with him. Costa to Ryan. Ryan through the middle, hits Fink's stick. Oh. Adams in on the forecheck. Deraney and Granville at D. OJG through the middle, doesn't connect. Ryan takes this. Oh, geez, Ryan hacked down. Yep. Fox will go to the power play. Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Andrew, Parker. It's off OJG behind the net. Stands on the backhand. Passes it to his partner. Rimmed hard around. Andrew uses his pants to hold this in to Parker. Parker to Ryan. Ryan slides one over to Andrew. Doesn't make it through. Andrew picks this up. Off the board. Cycles it down deep. Dylan in the corner. He's not going to get there. OJG does. Chips around Ryder. Right up to Ryan. He keeps this in. Oh, poked off his stick. Overskated by OJG. Ryan picks this up, enters the zone. He's got Dylan and Ryder. Ryan spins out over to Parker. Parker drops for Ryan. Ryan drops for Parker. Parker to Andrew. Andrew to Parker. Over to Ryan. Ryan down for Ryder. Tries to go to the middle. Fans on it. Rims it back to Ryan. 1:10 left in the power play. Up top to Andrew. Andrew over to Parker. Parker down to Ryan. Top of the circle. Shot. Off the goalie. Over the net. Thrown all the way down. Penny, Kai, ball, Coops. And Andrew's still out. Kai picks this up behind. Overskates it into the corner. Kai around one. Moves it to ball. Ball enters with Penny. Slides to the Coops. Coops walks down. Shot. Save. Big rebound. Corralled by Langen. Langen at the top. 30 seconds left. Jack walks down. Centers one. Hits a skate. Comes right back to him. Pops it all the way around for Kai. Kai picks this up. Costa. Slides it to Langen. Langen looks. Moves it back to Costa. Shots blocked over to Kai. 15 seconds left. Kai on it. Moves it to Costa. Coops over to Langen. Got Penny back door. Doesn't see him. Costa. Shot through the middle. OJG backhands this. Out of the zone. Mason comes way out. Off the board for Langen. Doesn't connect. Hart skates in. Hart gets there first. He's got Antea in the middle. Hits his skate. Doesn't make it through. Antea pulls this in. D-side. Cycles it for Hartz. OJG with it. Throws through the middle. Antea gets chased. Hits a skate. Through the middle. Picked off by Hartz. Hartz tries to slide this ahead. Turned over. Gets right back on it. Hartz throws this in deep. Antea gets chased. OJG gets there first. Hartz diamonds this. Gets up from Antea. Duraney picks this up. Duraney and Thorrington. Parker. Kale. Oh my God, Kale! Granville. Kale shoots, save, loose. Antea shoots, save. Parker on it. Pulls it out of the zone. Cuts through the middle. Enters. Parker. Poked off his stick. Shot. Pinned along the boards. Ryan. Parker. Dylan. Shot. Ricochets. Iced. Oh my gosh, Kale. I know. $20 seconds left. Dylan in the dot. Wins this. Adams on it. Slides it to Dylan. Hits a skate. OJG breaks out. Tank stands him up. Coops gets the puck in the corner. Rims this around. Rolling puck. OJG picks it up in the corner. Coops. Can't corral this. Cycled. Fink on it. That'll do it for the period. Oh, ball day, Kai, Fink, Coops. Takes off, one to OJG, D to D. Through the middle, connects. Easton takes this away. Ran off that puck, Day on it. Day slides one to Kai. Kai enters his own. Drags through, has that poked away. OJG with it. Through the middle, connects. In on Coops. Coops turns him away. Drop. Fink picks him up. Puck through the middle, ball. Backhands one for Day. It's not going to connect. OJG gets there first. Day ties him up, picks his pocket, throws this in deep. Box changes. Tie in on the forecheck. That connects. Chip pass to him. Lying in. Picks this up. Jack with it. Behind the net. Slides it to Andrew. Andrew exits with Hearts. Hearts in the zone. Comes to Kale. Nope. Comes to OJG. Skates it up. And on Andrew. Sent down low to Langen. Langen tries to go off the glass. Oh, it does. Goes out to OJG. D to D. Through the middle. Picked off by Hearts. Enters with Antea. Drops to Jake. Jake rolling puck. OJG flips this. Hits his skate. Goes up in the air. Not out. Now it is. Comes to Langen. Langen in deep. Hearts. OJG takes this. Tries to reverse it. They do. D to D. Behind the net now. Kale has a whack at this. Icing. Takes off. Ryan tied up. Loses this. Bounces right to Ryder, though. Ryder cuts to the wide shot. Throws one to Ryan. Poked away by OJG. They exit the zone. Ryan with the hit through the middle. Ryder backhands one softly for Dylan. Dylan turns on this. Jeez. Hits a stanchion. Pops right through the middle. Adams stuffs this. Turned over. Ryan through his feet to Dylan. Back to Ryan. Ryan turns. Shoots. Save. That stays in play. Dylan on it. Ties this up. Adams skates into it, slides it for Parker, over to Granville. Granville, backside for Dylan. Dylan shoots, saved, loose, covered. Good read by Granville. Rather than throwing one on net from that far out, slides one back door to Dylan for a grade A chance. Tie, penny ball. Granville, Durant. Penny and a 6 draw. Wins this. Ball, tie, goal line, behind the net. Tie centers one, taken away by OJG. Ribs to the point. Granville cuts this off the board for ball. Ball turns this over. OJG skates it out. Granville with a hit, center ice. Parker with the puck. Delaney behind the net. Skates out with it. He's got Penny up ahead and Kai. Moves it to Kai. Kai pulls it into the zone. Fans on this pass. Goes down to Penny. Penny gives it back to Kai. He's rocked off this puck. OJG with it. Through the middle, connects. Parker pokes him wide. Skates wide. OJG shot. Mason sucks this up. Jay Thorrington, Hart, Coopsting. Face off, one up to the point. Shot through, blocked, comes to Kale. Kale ties this up, shot through. Mason blockers this into the corner. Kale's first one there, not out. Gets up from Hart, flip through. Mason blockers this into the netting. Face off one of the boards. Coops off the boards to Adams. Adams has Ryan. Moves it to him. Ryan enters his zone. Drops the rider. Doesn't connect. OJG with it. Pokes through the middle all the way out of the zone. It's going to be on Mason. Plays this for Coops. Costa behind the net with it. Skates it out up the middle. Ryder gets a stick on this. Poked away by OJG. Dylan forces it deep. Adams. Dylan. Poked past Costa. Gets a piece of this. Dylan on the backside. Takes, Dylan's going to probably go here. No, he's not. Through the middle. Comes to Ryan. Taps it ahead for Costa. Costa enters the zone. Drops the rider. Back to Costa. Shot goes wide. Ryan missing a glove. Skates into it. Day on it. Bounces off Ryan's skate. Comes right back to Liam. Pokes it ahead. Day on the forecheck. Throw chalk on it. Langen. Soft chip. Day's not there. He does skate into it though. Through the middle. Comes to Kale. Kale goes wide. Goes this behind the net. Gives chase. Kale gets a piece on this. Day steps into it. Pokes down in the corner for Kale. Kale off the boards for Crochalk. Andrew sends one over to Langen. Langen shot glove save. I know that should have been a penalty. Certainly should have been a penalty on us. Yeah. One by Braxton. Turns, poked up his stick. Poked back away by Kai. Penny. Cycles for Kai. Ridden off this puck. Ball in to help. Ripped up to Andrew. Andrew walks the blue line. Sends one through. Never makes it. Loose. Shot. Save. Kai. Pulls this out. Backhands one to Andrew. Andrew. Backdoor to Kai. To Penny. Misses the back door. Comes to Kochuk. Shot through. Scores. No. Now, yeah, okay, now they call it in. Yeah. Ryan's line out with Parker and Granville. Penny gets credit for that goal. A free rider to Parker. Shot wide. Ryan on it. Over to Parker. Sends one through. Tipped by Dylan just wide. In the corner. Ryan gets there. Tries to move to Jack. Taken by OJG. OJG enters. Nope. Pulls back out. Now they enter the zone. Through the middle. Poked by Parker. He's got Dylan with him. Parker goes wide. Turns with it. Hook down. Not going to get that call up. 5-1. Behind the net. Dylan whiffs on the hit. OJG with it. Poked away by Dylan. Granville steps. Doesn't get there. Poke past him. Parker picks him up. Flip through the middle. Has Hartz. He splits him. Goes to Ryder. Back to Mason. Hartz goes wide. He had Antea. Couldn't get one to him. Granville fans on this. Comes to Hartz. Hartz throws in deep. Antea gets there. Reverse. No. OJG on it. Antea turns him back away. Flipped out of the zone. Glove down. Fink. Throws one to Antea. Chipped in deep. OJG with it. D side through the middle, connects. Around Kai. Coops takes this away. Has that poked away. Comes to Fink. Fink backhands it to himself. Fink knocked off this puck. It's in his skates though. Poked free by Hart. OJG with it. D side. Rips through the middle. Hits a stick. No icing. Coops behind the goal line. One hands it along for Fink. Fink flips through the middle. Not going to connect with it. Kai gets a stick on this. Up in the air. Coops swipes at it. Pulled in by OJG. Ball with a hit. Doesn't take this away. OJG in deep. Puck in the corner now. Nope. Ripped out. Taken by OJG. Drop pass. Connects. Shot blocked by Penny. Penny escapes with it. Penny to Kai. Kai drops for Easton. Shot. Glove save. Penny cycles this. Kai gets there first. Comes off the boards with it. Backhands one behind the net. Ball picks it up. Ball hasn't knocked away. Penny gets chased. Kai in the corner doesn't get there. Langen steps. Holds this momentarily. Now it's out of the zone. Langen backhands that. Kai tags up. Fox in on the forecheck now with choices. Through the middle. Kai. Oh, it hits his shin pad. Comes all the way out. Langen picks this up. Cycles it along for Andrew. Andrew rims it ahead for Dylan. Dylan tries to go. Can't. Now gets it through to Ryan. Ryan enters. Shot just wide. Langen picks this up. Sends one through. Tip loose in front. Ryan with a stick lift. Puck taken back behind the net. Ryder picks him up. Oh, good move by the OJGD. Skates this out through the middle. Backhands it. Dylan picks him up. Langen with the hit. Andrew with the hit. And the puck goes behind Mason. Centering pass. Oh. Dylan on it. Through a bunch of skates. Taken by OJG. Kept in the zone. Pass doesn't connect. Behind the net, Mason. Turned over. OJG ripped down deep. Dylan picks this up. Oh, Dylan tips this right out into the middle. Langen gets this, throws it out. Icing's waved off. Fox changes. Hart, Thornton, and Taya. Granville, Delaney. OJG doesn't connect. Parker picks this up. Throws this in deep. Hits a stick. Cycles. Nope. Spins out with it. Chip, pass, and Taya. OJG still with it. Kale gets a stick on this. OJG. Oh, thrown in past Granville. Delaney picks this up. Tight turn. Parker throws this. Kale gloves it down. OJG spins out with this to the D. Kale on the forecheck. Hart's, oh, easy Hart's. No, Hart's is going to get a penalty here. Fox is going to go to the PK. Through the middle, connects. And on to Rainey. That's going to come to Mason. Whistle. Hart is going to go here and get him on a cross check. Oh, rough. Yep. OJG with it. D to D. Down low. To the point. Rolling puck. Corral. Through the middle. Connects. Ridden off this puck. Fink ties him up. Gets out from Coops. Puck pops through to OJG. In the corner. He beats Fink. Up to the point now. Penny flashes out. Mason gloves it. Harrington and Adams, Langen and Crochow. Galen to take the draw. Wins this over to Langen. Puck behind the net. Andrew with it, rips through the middle. Right in on net. OJG picks this up. Enters the zone. Andrew takes this away. Tries to backhand one through the middle, taken by OJG. Andrew gets this out. Box changes, except for Andrew. High ball, Langen. Now Crochow goes for Coops. Nope, Granville. 55 seconds left on the PK. Off the boards, right to Kai. Chips it in. Ball touches up. Heads right back in after it. Forces him back. Kai cycles in now. Chips through the middle. Easton pokes this away. Backhands it in deep. 30 seconds on the power play. Or PK, rather. OJG with it. Around Kai. Oh, Easton. Oh, boy. Shot. Mason sucks this up. Ryan and Dylan out now. Granville and Duraney Easton. 16 seconds on the PK to Hart. Takes off clean one to OJG through the middle. Over to his partner. Back to the top. Down low. Parker gets a step on this. Thrown out of the zone. And that will do it for the penalty to Mason. Adams off the boards now. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Delaney takes this away. Pokes to the head. Ryder ridden off this puck. Dylan just too far for Ryan. Hold around Ryan. Pass. Thought about going through the middle. Now does. Back to the D. Picked away by Ryan. Goes wide. Sends one to Dylan. Poke just wide. Dylan on it. Up top for Granville. He walks the blue line. Sends one. Blockered into the corner. OJG exits with it. Adams doesn't get there. Duraney pulls it away though to Dylan. Turned over. Soft chip. Jack steps. Gets a stick on this. OJG with it. Drags through Dylan. Parker pokes it out of the zone. They bring it right back in. Throw it deep. Mason plays it. Over to Grizzle. Turned over. Gets help from Ryan. Jack puts it back in the corner. Ryan on it. To Dylan. Backhands it along to Granville. Granville to Parker. Off the good boards. Not out. Ryder bats this up to Dylan out of the zone. OJG enters. Shot. Mason blocker save. Pops out to Kai. He goes off the glass. Not gonna. Oh, it is gonna get to Penny. Braxton enters by himself. Shoots. Save. Covered. Face off. Penny up top for Fink. Fink over to Coops. Coops walks down. Switches with Kai. Centering pass. Hits the skate. Comes right back to Costa in the corner. Ties it up. Gets help from Easton. Pop free to Braxton. Drops to Easton. Walks the blue line. Or the goal line shot. Save. Covered. Face off. One. Kai. Up top for Fink. Drops it back for Kai. Off the board. Kai in the dot. Turns away with it. Kai in the corner. Sauces one to Fink. Back to Kai. Shot. Over the net. Comes to Coops. Hoops around one. Has that taken away. OJG skates out. Penny can't take this away. You get offsetting calls here on Coops and one of the OJG players. You'll play 5-a-side. Rough for one, or rough for the other. Langen over to Crochalk. Back to Langen. Today. Up ahead for Hearts. Oh. Icing's waved off. And Taya Hart after it. Gets there first. Swipes it to Hearts. He puts it right back in the scrum. OJG comes away with it. OJG chip past Liam. Out of the zone. Through the middle. Hits the skate. That's offside. Dylan Ryan Ryder. Parker Jack Granville. Puck taken by Dylan. Poke past him. Comes to Parker. Parker gets this to Granville to Ryder. Tries to chip to Ryan. OJG gets there first. Ryan. Right past him. Ryder can't get this. Granville. Yeah, their shot goes. Oh, hits the crossbar. Goalie fan down it. Delaney sends one through. Save. Big rebound. Into the corner. OJG gets there. Batted down by Adams. Right back to OJG, though. Ryan pokes his free to Ryder. Has his stick tied. Dylan takes it. Dylan rides the contact. Drops it to Ryder. OJG. Nope. Ryan threw his feet to Dylan. Dylan goes. Drops it to Ryan. Dylan shot. Bad angle. That hits the glass. Dylan can't turn him away. OJG exits with numbers. Parker stuffs this. Back door doesn't connect. Cycled in deep. Right to Ryder. Ryder, soft chip through the middle. Fox changes. Kai ball, Penny. Kai overskates this. Ball overskates this. There's the zone. Shot. Easy save. Kai on this. Tries to backhand along. Pulls it out of the harm's way. Rim through the middle. Picked off by OJG. To the D. Shot. Tip. Wide. Langen gets there first. He's got Kai up ahead. Kai calls for it. Langen skates it up. Goes wide. Shot. Save. Whistle. All right. We'll see ya. Hearts Day, Thornton, Coopston. Puck pop free, Gale to Fink. Fink shot, hits a body, loose. Day shoots, save. Puck in the corner, OJG on it. Day turns away behind the net. OJG tries to go off the boards. Gale gets a piece of this. OJG pulls it out of the zone though. Through the middle, connects. That will do it.
I don't know why I was looking at it.